Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's getting close to the end of August and I'm getting ready to do my September bullet journal layout, so I thought I would share with you a few tips on my monthly layouts and hopefully you can use those for your autumn bullet journal. Now if you're new to bullet journaling, I have a whole video on what it is and how to get one set up, but this is just a monthly layout for September. I'll include a habit tracker, a small calendar, and a place for notes, and a fall bucket list because fall is my favorite season. Now your monthly layout in August is probably going to look different than your monthly layout for December, but that's the beauty of the bullet journal is you can change it as the seasons change according to what's going on in your life right now and what you need it for. So let's dive into it and see what it looks like on paper. For this layout, I make a small calendar for the month, and I usually write a quote that resonates with me right now. I put a little book of quotes in the description box below that you can download on Amazon. It's only $3, and it has some inspirational quotes in it for your monthly layouts. I leave a little space under the calendar for important dates to write down. Below that, I make a tracker for the whole month. So a tracker is basically just habits that you want to implement into your life, and even put bad habits on there. There's good habits and bad habits, so you can have some that, maybe you want to track days that you don't have any sugar, so you could put no sugar, and just give yourself a little X when you don't have any sugar that day. If you want to track how many days that you got 10,000 steps, just give yourself a little star that day every time you get 10,000 steps. That's kind of helping you build those habits and really implement them into your life. You're able to concentrate on some of the things that you want to change. Building habits takes some trial and error and discipline. I live on the East Coast and it's really easy to get up in the summertime at 5 a.m. In the winter time, it's still totally dark out and cold, and it's a little bit harder to get up so early. So right now in my habit tracker, I'm putting wake up before 6. I want to track the days that I get up before 6 a.m. and give myself a little dot. I just find this information interesting at the end of the month to see it as a whole and to kind of look over and see like, oh, maybe you didn't get up at a certain time because you went to bed too late, and you can see the days that you went to bed too late. And it only takes a minute in the morning to open up your bullet journal and just put the dots from the day before, or a star, or whatever you put in. In this type of setup, I just give myself a little dot or a check mark if you do that habit. I put haul, that's the days that my boyfriend and I go on a lobster boat. I'll show a day on the boat in another video. So as our routines change, your bullet journal changes with you. I'm filling in the dots for aesthetics only. It seems like it sort of completes this section a little bit more, but you could just draw a box around it or whatever. Now you can put in goals for this month. This is a good time to check into your yearly goals and see where you're at. You should be a little more than halfway to achieving what you had set for yourself. My goals at the beginning of the year weren't set as measurable ones, but they do all align with each other and still align with me right now. So I can feel where I'm at and where I can improve. I wrote down 3 monthly goals that are measurable and attainable, but they're smaller pieces of my yearly goal. I advise you to use a bookmark or a ribbon when you open your bullet journal, so you open to the current month, and the habits and things you're working towards in life are right in front of you, so you see it every day. I have a spot for notes, and this month I want to do more meal prepping because I like cooking, but not every night. I like me some leftovers, And on the next page, I'll make a fall bucket list here for just some things that I want to do this fall. It's my favorite season. It's just such a beautiful time of year, especially here on the East Coast where I live. So I'd really like to go on a little car trip, and I just want to take a bunch of pictures and really enjoy the autumn season. Now for the weekly spread, the bread and butter of this whole thing. For this coming week, I will do this. Basically, I have these 3 sectors of my life right now, plus lobstering, but I don't need to write anything for that. I'll list what I have to do in each of these sections, add to it, and cross things off throughout the week. As the month goes on, I may do a day-to-day thing, or I might just add in one day that I have a lot to do. So that's pretty much it for my monthly layout. I just think bullet journaling is a great way to keep on track with your goals and implement habits that you want to be working on. I hope this inspires you to start a bullet journal if you haven't already, and I'm curious what's on your fall bucket list. Let me know in the comments. Also, subscribe and hit the notification bell because I have no posting schedule, so you want to be notified when the next video is up. That's all for now. Take care.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I'm not
You like some leftovers?
Don't do that. You're screwing up from white balance. You're screwing up from white balance. It's on auto.
You can handle it.
I can handle it, but it's going to turn orange.
Orange.
I don't want to be an Oompa Loompa. I wrote down 3 things that are measurable and attainable, smaller, workable pieces. Well,